Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the Kaz Bar. My name is Kaz, your interdimensional bartender who's afraid of salespeople, and welcome to the Kaz Bar. We're gonna be playing some. Oh my goodness! Hold up! Shit! Need tissue. We got soda on the monitor. That ain't good. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so, hello everyone. Wait, let me just turn this off real quick. Sorry, I may seem a little bit intimidating by doing that. That thumbnail is concerning. Well, the thing about that, Koala, hello, welcome to the stream, Koala. Well, that's actually a very old emote that I made long ago that I still often use in like certain situations if deemed appropriate, such as in that thumbnail. Because look, as much as I love Wuthering Waves, I really like Wuthering Waves' gameplay. I love the dodge and hit mechanics of it, but what I don't like is the fact that every damn cutscene is so yappy. It's monologue after monologue after monologue. Is that emote in the Discord? It should be, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. It is labeled as Kaz Rage. It's only in the Discord because, like, I used to have the emote on Twitch, but since I don't stream on Twitch anymore, I know that it's technically still there on my Twitch channel, but again, we can't use it here until I'm partnered, so. Hey, share the stream. The sooner we get to partner, the sooner we can use the emotes on stream. Otherwise, we're stuck using, we are stuck to just using the emotes in Discord itself. Anyway, so, yeah, we're gonna be playing Wuthering Waves in a bit, like I said. I love the game, but boy howdy, those cutscenes. Before that though, you know, just let's chat for a bit. Hope everyone enjoyed a wonderful weekend. It's now June. We are halfway through this horrendous year. I say, whoa, what the hell happened to my model back there? I just like Exorcist neck snapped for like a second there. What the heck? Anyway, so the reason I say horrendous year, I've been talking about this with my friends, but this year has been pretty much not been nice to me. There's been a lot that's been happening since the year started. So, as a recap, January, my graphics card broke, so I had to raise money to get a new one. February, I had to get a new mattress. March, it's just been expense after expense after expense. And some might argue, oh, but some of those expenses were unnecessary or were extra. Like, no, like they were investments that actually turned out to be really good. Like, so March, we had my desk and pretty much all my accessories for my new stream setup in my room. It's my desk and my chair. Okay, I've been needing a new chair for a while. What the heck is going on with my camera? Hold the fuck up. I honestly don't know what's the issue. Give me a sec. I want to see if I can actually test the video here. I can't because I'm using my camera in VTS. Model's gonna die for a bit. I just need to double check the focus of the camera. But yeah, I am still here. Do not worry. I am simply performing a bit of a troubleshooting as to why I am neck snapping across the entire region. I don't know what's happening. Like, why does it keep doing that? Anyway, so yeah, as a result of all of that, I've had like expense after expense after expense for how many months now? March was my desk and my chair. April was my license, my car registration, and my new glasses. May, May was my glasses. Sorry. April was just my car registration and my license. And now we're in June. A lot of expenses. Bring me to life. There we go. My motto's woken up inside. Wake me up inside. But yeah. So we are halfway through this year that so far I've had mostly a not so good feeling about. I don't know if it's because I'm very cynical for my age. Okay, not really cynical for my age, more like reasonably cynical. Because I say I'm cynical, but then there are those moments where I'm just like overly optimistic about a lot of things. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. It hasn't exactly been a great year, considering that like what's happened, what else has happened in 2024? We've had the Helldivers incident where until now they still haven't relisted the game in all of the regions that they said they were going to relist it. And like Sony is saying that, oh, we can't implement it because we patched it in. It's like, so you can hotfix bugs, but you can't hotfix turning off the region requirement. And even Steam and was it Arrowpoint or Arrowhead? I forget the name of the studio. They both claim that the issue is now in Sony's hands because Steam hasn't received any requests for it other than to just delist it in the regions. It's not Steam's fault anymore. So that's a thing. That's one. Wait, sorry. Chewing the cashews. I have cashews with me. They keep me chewing. And let's not forget that like there are just some games that I've kind of fallen out of. You guys have PSN accounts? Like, we would if our country would allow it. I mean, I was lucky enough to make one, but I had to change my region to the US just to have a PSN account. I made one long ago when I had a PS3. Don't use it anymore. Actually, I don't have a PS5. And honestly, I don't feel like supporting Sony anymore. I used to say, oh, I'm a Sony boy for life. If you were to ask me to pick between a PlayStation and an Xbox, yeah, I'd pick PlayStation. Because they have better exclusives. Not to mention, I just feel like PlayStation has a better performance than Xbox. That's just me though. I haven't played anything beyond the 360 and the PS3. Haven't touched the PS4. Haven't played on PS5 or the Xbox One or so on and so forth. I haven't played on any of those. But that said, I used to be a Sony fanboy, but after everything that's happened, hold on, maybe this will fix it. After everything that's happened recently, I can probably say that I don't feel enthusiastic about supporting Sony in any way anymore until they get their shit together. The thing was, we thought that things were gonna change because their interim CEO is no longer gonna be the interim CEO. They're actually putting a proper CEO in charge. But if you guys didn't see the news, they're not just putting a new CEO in, but they're also doubling down on what they were saying about how they don't want to cater to PC. They want to double down and promote console sales. That's what's causing all of the negative views about them right now, because they're so insistent on people spending more money on consoles that nowadays can barely even keep up with PCs. Now, I'm not the type of person who will say PC master race, because like, if you would prefer a console over a PC, that's fine. But because they're so insistent on doing that, they're now screwing over the PC players, and it's not right. They are shitting on their consumers at this point. Like, Sony, we will give you the money if you give us a good reason to. Look, like here in our region, we have people who are willing to buy and play Helldivers 2. If you just relist it in our region, you've already said you're not going to require PSN anymore. At least let us buy the game again. Christ's sake. Microsoft did shut down the studio that made Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, that's another thing. Another thing that happened this year. All of those studios getting shut down. That ain't good. You know what it sounds like? It just sounds like, oh, yeah, great, you earned us money. We have another project we want to prioritize. So fuck these studios that earned us money. We're gonna direct all of our funds to the other studio, the one that we're actually developing something in. and we're trying to rush. I'm pretty sure. It's ridiculous. These executives, these game company executives, don't seem to understand anymore anything about the gaming industry. They're there to make money, true. They're there to help to lead the company make money. But the biggest thing they seem to forget is that what made the company big in the first place were their consumers. Not shareholders, consumers. The fact that, because back then, these companies had to make decisions to maximize the profit of their, their products. They didn't do that by screwing over fans of other products. At least from what I know. Like, yes, it's competitive, I understand that, but come on. It's just disappointing. This year has been very, sad. What did you think of last week's State of Play? I didn't watch the State of Play, actually. I forgot what was going on that day. I think I was asleep, because, lest we forget, wait, when was State of Play? Hold on. When was State of Play? State of Play was on May 30th. That was Thursday. I didn't really care for it. Like I said, I didn't watch it. I had to rest. That day I was really, really tired and I had to rest because the very next day I had the karaoke stream. Which I'm glad we actually got some new subscribers from. It's actually pretty nice. We got more people to support the channel. To boost our numbers. But yeah, I've heard some good things. I heard that from my friends that the new Monster Hunter Wilds, yeah, the new Monster Hunter and more info on the Silent Hill 2 remake. So here's the thing, here's the weird thing, right? Because I'm seeing, for Monster Hunter Wilds, people are mostly positive about it. They all like it. Even my friends were excited about it. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I should. I'll probably get to that eventually. Silent Hill 2 remake, I've heard nothing but debates on it. And honestly, I'm on the side where why are people complaining about the way one of the characters looks? They're saying, oh my god, it's woke culture again. It's not woke culture, it's just updating the graphics and actually making it, make sense. Having the renders make sense. Christ. Honestly, there are times where people on the internet should not be on the internet. Y'all need to go back to school. How is it woke? They're saying it's woke because it doesn't look sexy. They're saying this whole thing. Okay, so look. Okay, let me talk about this. And I am willing to come to an understanding with people in the chat if you're going to correct me on things, okay? I'd be happy to discuss this as long as it's a healthy discussion that does not devolve into name calling and childish antics, okay? This has to be a proper discussion. So, people are saying it's woke because she doesn't look pretty. And they're saying, oh, it's that whole agenda about inclusivity and trying to push for less attractive people to be in the media. Dude, the fuck are you on? The whole look, I'm willing to agree that yes, lately Hollywood has gotten a bit too woke. They're trying to appeal too much to the woke agenda that Hollywood has suffered. It's come to a point where I don't want to watch anything from Hollywood anymore because at this point, everything from there just sucks. Or everything just doesn't look exciting or appealing. It just feels like anything that you watch now will have some sort of agenda behind it. Now, that's not to say that, that having these messages and agendas is bad in general. If done right, you can convey your message to your audience. But that's the problem. The biggest offender for me is anything that Disney has produced in the past 5 years. Look at Marvel. anything after Endgame and anything after the Spider-Man movies has been pretty much been a disappointment. And like, that's not even the only thing. Like, consider as well, Henry Cavill has to argue with Hollywood executives about the 40K remake. Not remake, 40K, Warhammer 40K adaptation. I'm not a fan of Warhammer 40K, but even I find this ridiculous that they are trying to push for females to be in one of the factions that is all male. Okay? From what I've heard. That's not the only thing. That's only one of the many changes they want, the many retcons they want to make to the Warhammer 40K adaptation that Henry Cavill just doesn't want to include. For no reason except that he wants to do a faithful adaptation that respects the source material and fans can enjoy. They're trying to put women and promote same-sex relationships between women in a legion, from what I heard, in a legion that is all men. When they could have done that with the Sisters of Battle? Or any of the other legions that have like all that are predominantly female. I've been told about this by my friend Panda, who's educated me a little bit about some of the factions. Clearly I haven't retained any of it because I don't remember anything about 40K other than the Sisters of Battle. But that's the thing. Hi Salads. Disney and Blizzard are the two I don't trust when it comes to anything LGBTQ, considering both are trying to capitalize on the Chinese market. I mean, kind of agree. Considering that like Blizzard has outright stated that they have a diversity chart, for Christ's sake. They don't design characters to have to be part of the LGBTQ just because, like, you know, it's interesting. They don't do it to be interesting. They do it to meet a quota. They make characters and they have a chart that measures how many groups it appeals to on the diversity meter. Oh, this one is a person of color. Not quite appealing enough. Let's make them gay. That's Blizzard's mindset in character creation. And the thing is, I've had discussions with my friends about this. Like, it's one thing there's a difference between having a character, an interesting character who happens to be gay, versus a character whose whole shtick and entire identity is just that he's gay, but there's nothing else about that character. I'm willing to respect characters of different identities and different backgrounds as long as that character has more going for them than just that. It's ridiculous. Like what happened to the writing? What happened to writing nowadays? Oh, I know what happened. Studios are so fucking selfish that they're not willing to pay for better writers. There are good stories that can be made about these issues, about these identities. They can be done right. But Hollywood is just so focused on, oh, we need to include a character who is of this identity to appeal to that audience. But they don't actually think about like whether or not that character will be significant enough or is well written enough to make a difference to the story, to make a good story. Now, again, I don't want to speak entirely out of turn. I can't speak for the LGBTQ community because I myself, I'm straight. I don't know what you guys go through. I only have an idea, a very vague idea of what you guys are going through and how you guys feel about matters like this. But I stand by you that like I'm all for representation and identities in characters and character design, as long as it's not the sole thing that character's about. It has to be like there has to be more going for that character. Let me give an example of a good one, like what people say is a good one. Who here has watched a wonderful movie called Mitchells vs. the Machines? It was an amazing animated film by, ironically, Sony, by the same team behind Into the Spider-Verse. The main character, Katie, identifies as queer. and it's very vaguely referenced because of how she interacts with one of her classmates, and the fact that she has a queer flag pin on, I think it was her bag or her jacket. No, it was her jacket. She had the pin of the queer flag on her jacket. Now, the thing was, they showed that yes, they had like allusions to her identity, and that's it. But that wasn't the only thing about her. What they focused on was the fact that she is different. She sees things differently. And she kind of has to come to terms with not just like being different, but also not imposing on others her weirdness, especially her family. She has learned to accept her family for who they are, but also try to reach out to them. That's the thing. It's like there was more going for the character than just that. Aren't there LGBTQ operators in Siege? Yes, there are. As a matter of fact, and this is where, so here's the thing. As a matter of fact, Pulse, one of the oldest operators in the game, not age-wise, but, you know, release date, is canonically bisexual. And in the lore of Siege, actually left Rainbow and joined Nighthaven because of conflicts regarding his orientation. He had originally been dating Hibana, but he felt out of place because like he felt that he was out of place because of his orientation. So he left Rainbow. Caveira is confirmed to be in a relationship with another woman. Trying to think who else. Osa is confirmed from her release, from her initial tease. She was confirmed to be trans. Sans is non-binary. Flores was actually the first character to be confirmed. The first historical Siege character to be confirmed as part of the LGBTQ. He is bisexual with a male partner. So, yeah. They are Team Rainbow in both the Tom Clancy philosophy, but also in the other philosophy. So it's kind of like almost a very quite literal rainbow. I said it as a joke, but please don't take that out of context. I'm not downplaying it. I'm not making fun of anyone. I just find that kind of funny in a pun level. Literal Team Rainbow. It's not to make fun of anyone. It's just hilarious to me. I can't believe it. It's 2024, and I have to give that disclaimer, otherwise people are gonna take that out of context. You're good in that joke? Okay, good. But that's the thing, like, you think I'm good in the joke, but I just know that if I don't say that outright, someone's gonna misinterpret that. So I have to give that disclaimer whenever I make jokes. I may be overly paranoid about it in 2024, but I feel that I am reasonably paranoid because of everything that happens. Okay? With how the internet is, how Twitter is. Oh my goodness, that reminds me. Yo, the discourse on Twitter right now is insane. Like, we've now gone into a discussion on VTubers ripping off of other VTubers. Now, I can't weigh in on it because I didn't watch that VTuber's hey Gaia, welcome. I didn't watch that. I don't watch that particular VTuber, and so I can't really speak about it. I don't even watch a lot of Shy Lily other than like whatever viral clips appear on my shorts, so I can't really speak on it. The only thing I can give on my opinion is that yes, silhouette wise and a bit of the outfit design is very reminiscent of Shy Lily. The question then falls on as to whether or not that VTuber is still themselves, or if they are emulating Shy Lily. Because look at me. I don't exactly have the most amazing design, and I'm not saying that to criticize my artists, okay? Because this model, 13 made it, Akrix made it, and he did it all on his own. But it was based on my design. It was based on my design, which was based off of a very in the moment catchphrase that it came up from out of nowhere, and using almost real life likeness to actual items that I have in my room, namely my glasses and my beanie and my necklace. All of that is legit. Okay? See, that's the thing. But now again, it's led to this discussion of how original VTuber designs can be. And both sides have valid points. VTubers can look very similar nowadays. And the unfortunate thing to accept is that especially in something that requires 2D design or some level of character design, it's hard to be completely original. You're always gonna have that moment where you will be compared to someone else. And personally, if I were to be compared to the other quote-unquote bartender themed VTubers in the sphere, if I were to be compared to Takahata 101, I'd consider that a compliment. Like, to be breathed in the same sentence as Takahata, that's a compliment for me. If someone says, "Oh, you're a ripoff of Takahata," like the fact that someone even would think that I'm like in the same that I'm even in that direction, it's like, oh shit, I'll take that as a compliment, sure. But also on the other side of things, you have to consider that you still need to, as hard as you can, for the sake of marketing yourself and being memorable, you still have to make a design that sets you apart from other similarly designed VTubers. That's why one of the arguments that I saw that made sense was, you have Shy Lily, who's an orca. You have Sakamata Chloe, who has orca aesthetics. Both are orca themed, and yet their silhouettes are completely different. Both of them are completely different silhouettes and very different in design. You have shark themed VTubers like Shikai Goto and Gargura, and there was another one I forgot. I'm so mad at myself. There's another shark VTuber that I've completely Megalodon VT. There we go. Megalodon VT is another one who is also shark themed, and yet they all have very different silhouettes. Okay? So the thing is, like, it's tough. Yes, it's very tough to make a unique design nowadays because everyone has reached into every realm of design at this point for VTubers. You have shark VTubers, you have dragon VTubers, you have human hybrid VTubers, furry VTubers, we have a possum in a trash can. We have Mikote VTubers, we have Aura VTubers, we have Rogadin VTubers, we have Orc Daddy, we have Cat Girls in both the cute and the stomp on me flavor. We have human VTubers, we have angel VTubers, devil VTubers, we have VTubers of almost every variety. We have a goddamn Lamia VTuber. We have a Lamia VTuber for Christ's sake. We have there's so many VTubers of so many designs, so many backgrounds. So I understand the struggle in designing something that is unique. The thing is, like, this is what I mean. Both sides have valid arguments regarding the recent drama. Now, I can't weigh on it because I don't watch this VTuber. So, I can't really say whether or not I should stand with her or against her. I'm just saying, both sides have valid points. That might seem like a bit of a cop-out answer, but that's really how I feel about it because I don't watch. I can't judge. I've seen just a little bit of Shy Lily. Because I've seen her in clips, and I've seen her like when other VTubers I watch raid Shy Lily or raid a stream that has Shy Lily on it. Yeah, that's like my only exposure to her. As for that other VTuber, I don't know. Haven't watched him, so I can't really say. But yeah. Character designs. Very difficult to pull off, honestly. Hell, I'm trying to do that right now with my redesign because I've teased for so long that I am making my 2.0. It's a very long work in progress. And like aside from it being that I am, you know, broke, so it's hard to pay for all this shit, but also I am now waiting on my artist to finish making the model so we can send it to the rigger. He's going to like, we've come to the agreement that he's just gonna make the model or the pieces for the model, and then we'll send it to a rigger to properly rig everything. We don't know how long it's going to. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I don't want to rush him because he's understandably busy. But there's a difference between. You have to remember that whenever you do these things, you have to remember that there's a difference between paying homage to something and outright ripping something off. So be conscious about how you do your designs. That's actually a funny thing, because like even my family has encountered something like that because someone claimed one of my dad's designs for architecture as their own. That person's getting sanctioned. Don't worry. That person's getting sanctioned, but it happened. So it's kind of a scumbag move to do. I can't go into detail because that's a bit of my personal life that might lead to my identity, so I'd rather not. I have not touched my Mountain Dew since, other than opening it, I have not taken a sip at all. Ooh, oh shit. Ooh. That stayed in the throat a little bit longer than I liked. Okay, other things. Oh, right. Let's go a little bit lighthearted. So, let's move away from like kind of touchy topics. Who here likes tacos? My mom and I tried out this new taco place near my house. They had really good tacos. Like we got their sampler set, which was like 3 tacos in 1 box. So we got 2 boxes of that. One for myself, one for my mom. And we had a my mom had all 3. Oh, sorry, let me refresh my brain. Sorry, there were 3 tacos. I forgot we had the same order. There were 3 tacos, 1 beef, or rather beef birria, 1 chicken chipotle, and 1 fish. My mom and I both agree that the fish one is really good, but my mom likes the beef better because it's more taco-like. Me, I like the fish the most because like it's unique. I like fried fish on a taco. It's good. Fish taco. It was really good. And then they had like they had a lemon squeeze and some sauce. The lemon squeeze is probably for the fish, but what I did was I took the lemon squeeze, squeezed it into the sauce, closed the container, shook the sauce, opened it up, and then doused my tacos in it. My tacos are practically swimming in sauce, so it was good. I don't know, I like it. I like it that way. I like Mexican food. It's not just it's like, the weird thing is that it's one of the rarer things to find nowadays. Because like the closest we've had up to this point, at least close to my home, the only accessible quote-unquote Mexican food there was, there's Army Navy, which is like fast food Tex-Mex, with some Pinoy flavoring thrown in the mix. Taco Bell, which tastes like crap. And that's it. Because like every other place I can think of that would serve Mexican food, they weren't great. Like it wasn't amazing. So for the longest time, I thought Taco Bell was like the best we could get for Mexican food. But this place, okay, so I haven't found anywhere that beats sorry, not Taco Bell, Army Navy. For the longest time, I thought Army Navy was good. Not sponsored, but yo, Army Navy, hit me up. Give me free burritos for life. I will shill for you. But yeah, Army Navy was what I held to be like the quote-unquote standard for Mexican food, because there wasn't really a good place near my house that had good Mexican food until this little truck, this taco truck came up. So nothing has beaten Army Navy's burritos, except maybe this one place that has healthy burritos. So there are like two places I like for burritos. I think it's called Healthy Kitchen. Yeah. Army Navy has good other burritos. They have sisig burrito, breakfast burritos, steak burritos, etc., etc. Those are good. But then the Healthy Kitchen has this burrito that is chicken with broccoli. That I like. But I haven't found anything anywhere else that has good burritos. Tacos, on the other hand, this new place I tried, that taco truck I mentioned, Señorito, very good. Their fish taco, oh, I loved it. It's the type of taco where like the shell is fried just enough that it's soft, so it doesn't shatter when you bite into it. But it's just the right amount of crisp that you hear the crunch when you bite into it. Hi Geo47, welcome. Glad you can join us. I'm gonna be playing Wuthering Waves in a bit. I'm just kind of on a tangent about food right now. Every now and then, I always like to hold a just chatting segment at the start of my streams, depending on how much I have to talk about. I've learned I can yap forever if given the chance. One of these days, if I feel like it, maybe I'll even hold like an entire stream that's just chatting. Never ate Taco Bell since there aren't any near me. I'm gonna tell you now, Taco Bell, don't look forward to it. Like, I guess the only way you'd ever want Taco Bell is if you were in the United States. Because like, I've heard that some of the stuff in the Taco Bell in the United States, but then again, this applies to any fast food restaurant. But Taco Bell, as an example, any Taco Bell in the United States, the stuff that they serve is actually pretty godlike, so I've heard. And I'm quite interested. And it's the, what's the name of that? What's the name of that Mexican place from Kim Possible? Kim Possible. Bueno Nacho. That's like, okay, so Taco Bell is gonna be the closest we're gonna get to like a Bueno Nacho anywhere in the world. At least as far as I'm aware. I don't know if there is actually any like smaller Mexican food place that Bueno Nacho was actually based off of that isn't Taco Bell. Those Wuthering Waves take a lot of space. We're looking for good replacement for Genshin because it takes too much. If I'm not mistaken, Wuthering Waves was like 80 gig? Let me double check. Okay, I was wrong. Wuthering Waves is 21.3 gigabytes. Currently, this is the 1.0 size, okay? Genshin is probably really big right now because it has... You're already in 4.what? 4.4? 4.3? Only? Look, I say only because I have played games that have like 120 gigabytes, that take up 120 gigabytes of space. The Halo Master Chief Collection, for one, 120 gigabytes. Warhammer Vermintide, 110 gigabytes. Can't remember what they're called, but yes, I saw that one of our supermarkets is Philippine equivalent of a spring roll frozen. Spring roll, okay, that I believe would be Lumpiang Shanghai. I have a 118 hard disk or whatever. You have a 118 gigabyte hard disk, bro. I don't mean to roast you, but I'm gonna quote the meme. Damn, you really live like this? okay, jokes aside though, I would say yes. Wuthering Waves is, I think, smaller than Genshin, if I'm not mistaken. Do I even still have Genshin on this PC? I can't remember. Let's see. Not there. Not there. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, Wuthering Waves is way smaller than Genshin. No, I played Genshin in 4.2. There have been updates since then. Genshin is 110 gig. No wonder there's so much shit on my hard drive. I gotta clear that out. I was like, why the fuck is my hard drive so fucking full? Or not hard drive, my SSD. Why the fuck is it so full? Gee, how about the 110 gigabytes of Genshin Impact that you're not playing? Okay, I'll uninstall it later. That's 90% of my disk. Good luck, buddy. I would say, okay, so think about space management, Gio. Okay, you've started out with 118 gigabytes. You're now reaching a point where you're running out of space. Ask yourself, are the other components of your PC good for now? Because I was in that spot. My first PC was like that. And I only had 500 gigabytes no, not 500, 1 terabyte of internal storage data because I actually splurged for that. So here's the thing. The question is, how much are you willing to spend? Because if you're looking to just put nothing but games on if you're looking for nothing but games on your PC, then a lot. Okay, if you're willing to spend a lot, I would highly recommend looking into an SSD. SSDs have a lot of space already. They're pretty pricey though. The one I have is 2 terabytes. And I'm already about to run out of space, I'm not gonna lie. I have like 400 gigabytes left. People will be wondering, what the fuck are you doing with your SSD? A lot! Do you know how much space my stream assets take? I'll tell you what's my disk called. Okay, go for it. But while you do that, again, look into an SSD. Aside from the fact that they hold a lot of space and there's like a higher limit. Hold on. Aside from there's the fact that there's a higher limit of what SSDs can hold. Like if you're looking for an outright replacement for your hard drive, yeah, go for an SSD. Not just for space, but also for load times. SSDs load things much faster. Now, if you're not looking for loading speed, and you're okay with just getting a supplement to your internal hard drive, and you want to save money, go for an external hard drive instead. External hard drives are, they can still function as a hard drive. Just gotta plug it into a proper USB port whenever you're gonna play that game. I've installed games onto my external hard drive via Steam before, so it's not a problem. And you, again, just make sure that you have the thing plugged in when you're gonna install and play games. You can unplug it afterwards when you're not using it, but as long as you're not putting anything integral to your external hard drive, it's fine. So if you're looking to get a lot of space but not spend too much, go for an external hard drive. If you're looking to upgrade what you have in your PC, and assuming your motherboard supports it, go for an SSD. Otherwise, if you want something in the middle, go for another but bigger internal hard drive. You're looking for space and speed, SSD. You're looking for convenience and you don't want to get upgrades, you want something cheap, go for an external hard drive. That's what I would go for. I'm still waiting on what you call your disc, Gio. What do you call your disc? It better. I hope. It better be like. It better be chat appropriate. Can't find what it's called. I put it in like a long time ago. Oh. Okay. Can you remember if it's connected via wires or if it's a chip that you just slot in? Wires. That is an internal hard drive for sure. In most cases, it is an internal hard drive. If it's big, it's bulky, it screams when it reads stuff, and it's connected via a wire. If it's shaped like a box, that is an internal hard drive. If it's shaped like a little USB without the casing of a USB, then that's an SSD. There are SSDs that are quite small though. I know that there are like 256 GB SSDs. 120 gigabyte Patriot. Definitely sounds like a hard drive. Hold on. That's an SSD. Okay, to be fair, small, like I said, small SSD storages do exist. So you have the advantage that your games are gonna load really quickly. Sorry, I heard something. Okay, I looked it up just now. You have an SSD. Look, think of it this way. You have the advantage that your games, whatever you install there, your games will load quickly because it's an SSD. Now, ask yourself this. Do load times matter to you? They do. Okay, if load times matter to you, then you're gonna want to look for a new SSD as an upgrade. I'm gonna tell you now, SSDs ain't cheap, but they do. You're paying for convenience. You're paying for power. Now, if you're okay with sacrificing load time to save on money, go for a hard drive. If you don't want to get rid of your SSD and you just want to supplement, get an external hard drive for much cheaper. So you have to ask yourself, are you looking for supplement or replacement? Ask me that for 500 GB. Yeah, 500 GB should be enough because usually systems are like what? Less than 100 gig just for your system files. And assuming no one else is using that computer and you don't save like a fuck ton of porn on it, then you can stick to using, then you can go with 500 gigabytes. That's fine. Just have to remember, even with 500 gigabytes, no, not even 500, even with 1 terabyte, you will eventually reach a point where you will struggle with size because there are going to be a lot of games you want to swap in and out of. And then you're gonna have to sacrifice some of them for space. That being said, like, we have reached an age where our internet speed is so fast, we have the luxury of uninstalling games and reinstalling them within a day. Wanna download Valo, Slime Rancher, Wuthering Waves, and Minecraft. Maybe Overwatch 2. I support only one of those. And I'm not trying to shit on the other games, but I don't play Valo. I didn't like Valo. Don't play Slime Rancher. Not quite my aesthetic. Not super into Minecraft. I've only watched Hollow members play Minecraft, but I haven't actually played it myself. I've played Minecraft clones, okay? Like, I've played Portal Knights, and I've played 7 Days to Die, if you want to get pedantic about it. Overwatch, I've played and dropped and will openly criticize Overwatch. Valor takes 50, Wuthering takes 20, Slime takes like 5, and a Watch like 4. It should be okay. Dude, that's, yeah, you should be okay. That's like less than 150 gig. You'll be fine. You can definitely fit a lot more. Hell, you could probably even fit Vermintide 2 in there while you're at it. Throw in Left 4 Dead if you like horde shooters. Or if you're like me, also, you can also play Honkai Star Rail. I have star? I forgot. Is my Honkai Star Rail in? Yeah, it's here in my SSD. How big is it? Wow, Honkai Star Rail is now at 47.3 gigabytes. That's the gacha game I'm currently mostly dedicated to because like, I haven't completely gotten hooked to Wuthering Waves enough to say it overtakes Star Rail. Plus, we're getting Firefly next patch. And currently, I'm still trying to roll for stupid, sexy boot hill. All right. Speaking of Wuthering Waves, let's actually get into it. Let me just bring out the controller. I said I'll bring out the controller. There we go. And then we're gonna switch over to the live screen. Turn on the sound. There we go. Sound is good. Disable preview. Go back to this. Okay, let's actually get into the game. So, for those of you who are playing, we've got a lot of compensation from the devs. Look at this. We have 10 Radiant Tides, which is equivalent to a 10 pull on the premium character banner. I am saving that because I am not going to roll for the Dragon Coup. 5 Forging Tides. Not rolling for it because the banner weapon is a broadsword, and there's not really anyone I use that uses a broadsword. Crystal Solvent. Still saving these. And we also got 10,000 points in the podcast. That's a lot that we just got from that. I'm still not. I still don't think I'm going to get the premium path of the podcast because I'm not completely sold on this game yet. Oh wait, we do have energy to spend. What am I lacking right now? Crit damage, attack. Electro, crit, attack. Let's see. It's already equipped. And those are lower rarity. Okay. Let's actually try Rejuvenating Glow. I know we've gotten some new ones. Arrow damage bonus. Ooh. Havoc damage bonus. Oh, we need you. We're gonna switch to you. No, it's not enough. Okay. Can we get a better... Ooh. Sure. Okay. Because the thing is about Verena is she's actually attack scaling. She's not HP scaling, she's attack scaling, which is weird. Won't this clash though? Hold on. Christian Junrock. Vanguard. Oh, they have different names. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Holy damn? What do you mean? What's holy damn? Okay. I'm still not sure if I want to... Okay, wait, hold on. This one, you have energy regen and attack. We have a monkey here that we can probably put the healing thing on. I think if we're gonna go for the upgrade, we want to switch to you. Because you have arrow damage bonus, which would be very good. Okay. Sierra Gale. Ooh. Oh wait, but we can't. Wait, no, we could. I mean, it's not like we need 3 of the wind per se. We just need 2 to fulfill the minimum Sonata effect. Blue with arrow damage bonus or energy regen and attack. Oh, Sag, we don't have enough cost for it. Okay. We don't have cost for this either. No. Oh, the pain. Oh, the humanity. And we've reached the maximum data bank as well, so we can't use the... No. Shit. Okay. Well... Let's see. Wow, my frame rate is dipping, boys. Boys and girls, my frame rate is dipping every now and then. I think I might need to turn down the settings a bit. Oh. Shadow quality, medium. Wise, no, we'll keep that on low. LOD bias, low. Capsule AO, volumetric fog, low. Lighting off, motion blur, anti. Okay, this should be okay. It's not like you play gacha games for the graphics, right? You play them for pretty characters. Forgot to mention Ghost of Tsushima and PC requires to have a PSN account, so rip you streaming that game. Well, you know, yeah. At this point, unless they actually, I don't think they're gonna change their mind. Not to mention, I was already prepared to not ever play Ghost of Tsushima because it looked like a Sony exclusive anyway, or a PS5 exclusive. What I am waiting for is a PC version of Final Fantasy 16. That's what I'm waiting for. Wow, what is with the frame rate? Oh my goodness. My map is actually struggling. What the heck? Hold on. Guidebook. Okay. What exactly? Oh wait, if you want to level up echoes, then I need to... Whose echoes are we missing at the moment, actually? You're fine. You're fine. Wait, huh? Oh. No. Okay, so I have to farm that again. You're full healing, you're full fire, you're full fire. You are a very mixed bag. You have nothing. I don't even bother leveling you. You are basically MASH with a greatsword. She's defense scaling though. What scales with defense? No. 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 None of these scale with defense. Okay, so I would have to go for... What is your element? You're... This, right? We give you defense scaling... Oh, I need to save this for Danjin. Defense, okay. We'll give you that. No, that's a repeat. Defense, okay. Okay. Defense. Defense. Ooh. And there's nothing else in this that has defense. I guess we'll just go with this. Or this. Give it a bit of attack. She still has to deal damage with her basic attacks anyway. Wait, we have a second one of these? Oh, it's a lower rarity, that's why. Okay. Energy regen and attack. How do I compare again? There. Okay. Kuro Games, if I were to make a suggestion, can you maybe not put the compare button all the way on the lower left away from the stat block? Maybe put it where the stat block controls are, so it's a lot easier to see. Good game highlights are the setting and OST. The one person that you only get is Bloodborne. That's true, but you know, I don't think we're gonna be getting Ghost of Tsushima either until Sony, you know, decides to get their shit together. Attack. Oh yeah, we need to replace you with this. We definitely need to replace you with this. I don't like how it's not 1-for-1. Oh shit, no! Ah shit, I replaced it with the wrong thing. I replaced it with the wrong thing. Shit. Energy regen. Ah, okay, well. Time to farm. We are gonna go farm. Where's the one that gives, No, not that one. Not that one. Nah. Not that one either. Nope. What's this? Tactical hologram. We don't have anything for Havoc. We don't have anything for Havoc damage. Shit. Oh. Well, there we go. We found one. Okay. By the way, little tech that I found out from this, Hold on, wait. What did it say the element was for this? Arrow damage increased, spectral damage reduced. If that's the case, we will replace Verino with Baiji. And then we will keep these two. Now we'll bring Dungeon. This is like spoiling Dungeon. This entire team is just a spoiled Dungeon because she has the shields from Janshin, the heals of Baiji, and Dungeon is just like, hi, I'm a berserker and I'm gonna kick your ass. Should I go this? They are weak to arrow, resistant to spectro, so we don't bring the MC either. I feel like we're overdoing it. So, maybe let's bring... Yeah, bring Sanhua. So, here's a little tech that I found out on a YouTube short on how to jump higher. Like, we're talking single jump only. So, it is jump auto. There we go. So, you do jump, plunge, dash, plunge, then the wire thing, the wire vault, and then you get that. You've basically just increased your height by a lot for that. You use up a bit of stamina though, but you know, it's a pretty tall jump. Touch the resonance field. I am touching the resonance field. I am touching the resonance field. I am... There we go. What? Connection error. Don't kill me. Hey, hello. Hey. Okay, come on. What is happening? That was cheap. Come on. Bang. And hit. That everything? Nope. Can I please stop having connection errors? Goodness. I think I need to restart my connection with exit lag, because for some reason I am getting a lot of lag spikes here and this ain't good. I didn't see what stats we got, but hold on. Oh. Hold on. There, let's set it to just one server. We're not gonna go for automatic connection. I think that's what's causing some problems. Okay. Oops. And slash away. And wind ball. Slashy slash. And this is why Danjin is hella strong. I thought they were gonna patch out these little tacit field cutscenes. Did we get anything good? Attack, okay. Defense. Ew. Wow, when they said arrow damage up, they weren't kidding. Ooh, get wrecked. And wind. Okay, okay, enough for the cutscene. Give me something good. Okay, you're fine. Who was the one that I accidentally replaced? I messed up someone's thing, didn't I? All right, you. Sun sinking eclipse. Attack percentage. What do you mean cannot switch during battle? We aren't in battle. There. Oh. Well. Oh no, wait. Wrong element. Gotta remember to filter this thing. Okay, good, you're lower cost. There, that'll do it. You're telling me I haven't, I don't have enough to, oh, okay. Okay. One forgery challenge and one calamity class enemy. Okay. It wants me to actually fight this thing, so we'll get through some of these and then we're gonna go to the story afterwards. I might actually have to use up one of the resins. What are you weak to again? Resistance to glacio damage. Take out Sanhua and put Verena. Are there any illegal cute boys like in Honkai and Genshin? I don't know why you had to phrase it like that. I mean, like, not boys, but we've got men. Well, we got a silver fox over here by the name of Yuan Wu. Despite the way he's dressed and he pretty much just looks like me as a senior citizen, this dude's a boxer. Actually, wait. Let's see. Hold on. Teams there. Let's swap out Janshi for Yuan Wu. So you can see this dapper old fella in action. Look at that. He usually hits with one hand. Oh, look, an enemy. Perfect. Boom. Yep, this is Yuan Wu. Also, look at his attack animation. So he has a regular punch for the first attack. That one meme neckbeard that's tipping his fedora. Typically, yeah, like you would normally say, but then wait, did I just ignore a? There's an echo. Okay, now that is kind of true. He does kind of look like that, but nah, this dude he's got style. He rocks the fedora. Not to mention, he uses it as a weapon. Watch. You saw that? He throws his fedora forward like a fucking boomerang. And then he puts his hat on while kicking. This dude's got style. Come on. Yeah. Wow, indeed. Oops. Wait, no, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Okay, we're gonna wait for my stamina and my wired vault to... There we go. So it's... Jump. There we go. That's the combo. For maximum jump height. Now you might be wondering, why are we floating down to what looks like a semi-frozen lake? Well, if you've never played this game before, you're about to find out. Bellborn Geochalone. Whee! And again with the connection error. Okay. Lights up. Ow. Boom. Wait. Hey, hold on. Wait a fucking minute. I wasn't done. Ow. There we go. Ooh. Okay, that should count towards a calamity level threat, I believe. Yep, calamity class. Defeat. Okay, we have to do a forgery challenge. Or we can do the daily quest. What's the daily quest? Fuck this. No. Fuck that. No thanks. I would rather just do the forgery challenge. You see where I like the gameplay though? It has like proper dodge mechanics. I just don't understand why today there seems to be more connection problems than there normally is. Outro skill damage increased by 100%. Current team level is lower than recommended. Who gives a? Who give a shit? Boom. Do I look like I give a fuck? Do I look like I care that you are 10 levels higher than me? There we go. And then we exit. Mwahaha. Ah, shit. Okay. That should be everything in the... Collect 5 materials. Oh shit! No! Oops. There we go. I think that counts towards it. Eh. Apparently that doesn't. They probably mean like the interactables. Like this thing. Ugh. Don't think we're ready for that yet. Backpack? I guess it's belongs to this guy? Oh, cool. We got gems for that. Yeah, these people are mad. Excuse you? Oh shit! Not again! Damn it! I always seem to miss the mark somehow. Does that count? Okay, so we need one more material. This should be it, I think. Yep. And that's 5. Hey. I wonder how brave / stupid can I be? Warning, what you are about to see may be of utmost stupidity. Or could be or it could also be bravery. Interpretation is entirely up to you. Nope. I got one-shotted. Oof. Nope. Absolutely wrecked. Okay, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I just need to, you know, not be too greedy. It's so hard because of the fact that they have fucking laser sights. Stupid plants and their stupid fucking laser sights. Ooh! Oh, come on! Oh, the other plan's dead. Okay, we're halfway there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Woo! We did it! I knew I could do it if I just remembered to fucking dodge. Oh, hey, we got our solvent back. Nice. Hey, we did it. We actually beat the thing. Woo! Okay, I'm curious as to what's down here. Okay. There are batteries around, and I know not where they are. Where are the batteries on this thing? Oh. Okay, this belongs over here. Okay. Oh, shit. Then okay. It's not letting me send the stupid thing to the... There we go. Oops. That was not what I meant to do with that, but okay. Ah! Hey! Okay? Okay. Another one there. Ooh, chest. Take this. Put it up there. You grab this. And I can. Okay. Yeet. And the puzzle has been solved. One. Transducer. Use the lever to put it into the charge. Change the operating mode of the induction cell. Changing. Oh. This better not suddenly make the water come back out. Okay. Okay, old sketch. Oh, here's the fourth one. And there's a chest in here, apparently. Okay, gotta go. All right, take care, Koala. Thanks for stopping by. You know what? Before we do the story, I'm feeling rather lucky. Let's do some weapon pulls. No, no. Let's pull here. Because like I said, I'm not particularly interested in Jian. And I don't really think that the other girl is worth using a 5-star weapon on. So we'll just go to for this banner. Nope. Nope. Okay. That yielded nothing. Let's go to the mall. No, we're gonna go to the story. Oh, did you guys know I fought a bear in this game? That was like how many levels above me? Top left corner of the map carries a header. This may indicate the location of the puzzle. Well, that was easy, I guess. Enter the Grand Library through the hidden entrance. Let's go with these three. At this point, these three are practically my mains. Open the door. This feels like I'm about to step into a gauntlet. Are those drums? Do I have to play a sick drum solo? The Symphody. Gather 5 tones to align in tune. The bell shall guide your path. Find keynotes to determine tone. The archive shall be unmasked. How do I connect to the Symphody?
やっぱり旋律が灯された。そっちの竜子を鳴らせ。水の下から昇る竜章。鐘を鳴らせとはこのこと。
Oh, okay. Oh, I hit the thing. Now what? Oh.
新しい通路が開く。次はそっちか。変定に残像が。いや、本物ではない。投影なのか。だが、破壊されても警戒モードは起動されないようだ。
Multiply 54 with 4/3 for the frequency you seek. Find this note in the west while the prophet is beyond reach. No, it really is a Chinese game. They want me to do math. How dare a gotcha game expect me to do math?
よし、これで2つ目ゲット。装置に戻しに行こう。
Okay, bring it back here. Second note. Now the question is, will we unlock the forbidden brown note?
水位が下がり、東と西にそれぞれ竜湖が出現したようだ。他の音国の手がかりならそっちにありそうだ。一旦降りて行ってみよう。
So what, am I just supposed to drop down? Okay. So we ring the bell. Yep. And then that door opens.
反対側の竜湖も解除したみたい。念のため離れる前に確認してみよう。
I punched it right away without really thinking.
もう一つの竜章が登ってきた。でもロックされてるらしい。まずは通路をつなげないと。
You know, they say, oh, they're giving me just enough information to work off of while also dictating everything. Kuro, like, okay, so little critique about the puzzle. Could you maybe... Okay, so about the puzzle, Kuro games. I get that you're trying to guide your players, but you have to believe in the intelligence of your players a little bit. Like, come on. Have some faith in us being able to solve this puzzle by ourselves. You showed us how to do it once. And like, yeah, I guess the tip about like, check it out before you go is kind of helpful, but you know, players might have figured that out already. It's an elevator?
そっちの音、音国か。やっぱりここだ。
Time to deal with the guards.
投影された残像を何とかしないと。ここはコールの命綱と言っても過言ではない重要な場所。投影だけで守れると3つ目の音国も入手した。吸音台に戻ろう。
Okay.
新しい足場が登ってきた。道をつなげていこう。
Oh, wait, what about the other pathway? Wait, no! I want to go back down! Maybe if I take the elevator down, it won't stop me. Oh, hey, wait. There's a chest here and I didn't see that. Oh, come on! It really won't let me go down. Let me... Fine. I guess we have to progress the plot first. Ugh.
誰かの視線を感じる。音国の音だ。4つ目も入手。いよいよ終盤か。
Okay, can I get my treasure now? Why do those look like bugs?
水位もかなり
I
下
don't
がって
like
きた
that. I don't like giant bugs.
よしあと一つだ
はい、い
Finally.
いもの出ましたね。
That looks like an arena. Yep.
熱烈な歓迎だなすべての音を集めた吸音台に戻ろう
The long drum. Okay. Any other drums I should know about? No? Can I just run up the wall? I can't. It's not gonna let me run up the wall. And ding dong. What's over here again? Ooh, treasure.
流水パイが入ってたらいいのに。
That's all 5 notes.
これでデータベースへの扉が開く
Off to the secret garden we go. This just looks like what we went through earlier.
これがコーラン類所ここには誰もいないみたいとりあえずレインが到着するまで道案内感謝するぞ
Oh shit.
いい
Okay.
ところだなここには全てがある
Hello, Goodman. Welcome.
ああこの全てを隅から隅まで何もかもこっぱみじんにしてやりたい俺がここにいることに何の疑問も抱いていないようだな漂白者それはなぜか
Oh. Why, thank you, Sanhua. I'm guessing you must be the magistrate?
こう罠か面白いまさかこの程度で俺を捕まえられるなんて思ったのか
もう逃がさない。
お前らの遊びに付き合ってやりたいところではあるがその楽しみは次に取っておくとしよう待て逃げるな
Okay, what just happened? What did I do? Oh, great. Now we're in his... We're in his, reality marble. Oh, ow. Yeah. I just had to bring out Danjin and you're screwed. She deals so much damage. What the shit? Okay, well, hello there, Azazel. Ow! Oh shit!
今ここ二人きりまずはその怒りを鎮めてくれ俺はただお前が忠告 が真実とは
Ow.
限らない。他人の言葉を疑う。
Ow. Ow.
何事もすぐに結論
Ow.
を出そうとするな。本当にとんでもない石当たり。なぜ俺を信じない？それも力ずくで説得する以外に道はないのか？
俺も出よう。波を照ら
And punch. I didn't even have to use Verena there. It was all.
どうやら後をつけてたこと気づいてたみたいだな、漂白者。
Sorry about the shifting. I just had to double check to make sure if Turbo was still here.
俺の元凶は挟み撃ちでしか破れない。それなのにいつもお前のそばにはそれを可能にする心の通
She has a thigh mole. The magistrate has a thigh mole.
だがコン・レインと手を組むなんて俺は悲しいな。本当に人気者だな。
無事ですか？
I'm fine.
大丈夫に決まってるだろう。彼が傷つけば傷つくのはこっちの心なんだ。漂白者。
Dude, if you wanted to take me out on a date, you could have just asked instead of, trying to murder me.
ほんの気持ちとして受け取ってくれればいい。俺を選べば全てを話してやる。
I already know everything.
なるほど。お前らの企みは一体いつ計画されたのか気になって仕方がないな。
And here it is, more exposition. First meeting.
レインの情報を得ることができた。でも時間はまだ分かってない。他にも手がかりがあるはず。日時計を回した時それが示すものも変わった。光の下でならその上に指針の影ができる。変形を中心とすると玄武の方位は北。牛の国夜が明ける前に。
I'm sorry, when did this happen? When did this happen?
3日の約束。
It's
お
been
互い
3
守
days.
ることができたようですね。改めて自己紹介を。コン氏と申します。ようやく会えましたね、漂白者。
Okay. I hope I'm not talking to another projection.
この後に及んで映像なんて使ったら客人に失礼です。それに交流のデバイス技術でもこれほどリアルな映像を流すことはできません。それとも実際に確かめてもらいましょうか。
Oh, she's got dragon scales on her arm? Are you injured?
別に。それより遠回しな方法で試すような真似をしてしまいましたよね。今週は現在採取が不在です。
So the guardian is absent. Aren't they supposed to stay in their domains?
はい。
This is just Zhongli again.
守護者では
It's the story of Zhongli going missing again.
文明そのものですので、採取の不在は大きな波乱を意味し、今週の採取である核はフラクトシデスによって拘束されました。世はこれまでこの件を全力で追いかけてい
I
た。
heard you can resonate with the Sentinel.
世は核とある程度の感覚を共有していて、彼の記憶、感受と所在をうっすらと感じることができます。
Have you found it yet?
まだ所在まではわかりません。今も核が危険な状況にあることは感じ、はい。フラクトシデスは悲鳴がもたらす災いを望んでいます。その観察であるスカーは3つの目的を持っています。1つ目は漂白者の尾行、調査および勧誘。2つ目は核を確保すること。
Why me?
何かの拍子で漂白者の持つ力が知られてしまったのかもしれません。反対にあなたが勧誘を拒否された場合、計画に支障をきたしかねない不安要素となってしまう。なので狙われた可能性、スカーを捕まえる方法ならあります。それに彼の身柄を書くなので、いかがでしょう。協力していただけませんか。身の安全は世が確保します。信じていただ
Count me in.
き、でもここに至るまでに印を通じて
Not exactly by choice, by the way. You kind of just like info dumped me everything. The magazine points out how people lived through the wars in Jinsho,
漂白者
and I learned more about my identity as I deciphered the
今の
tokens.
情勢は見た目以上にずっと深刻です。名式が再び蘇ろうとしている文明の敵であり、その文明の集合的無、我々もその災いを全力で防ぐ所存ですが、フラクトシ
And
デ
it
ス
has something to do with me, yes?
はい。前にあなたが倒して吸収した残像、無感者は戦争そのものの具現、戦死者の怨恨、生き延びた者の恐怖から織りなされたものです。無感者という残像は名式の力の投影です。今週が交流の最前線として不屈の精神と抗う意志を誇るあなたは、肉体で名式の残像を吸収、さらにそれと歴史には一人の英雄がいます。
Excuse me?
肉体で残像を吸収し、名式戦争で交流を救った英雄。
So what? Am I a reincarnation of this hero?
その英雄はあなたと尽きぬ関係を持つ可能性があります。
You believe that person and I could be related in some way?
はい。それは世一人の判断ではなく、核がそう囁いてくれました。
In the Gorge of Spirits.
彫像のことですか？はい。それが核です。
I remembered something when I saw it.
そうなのですか？世にも教えてください。核に関することなら世が知っている可能性があります。これは
Yes, anything worth noting about them?
先ほども申し上げましたが、世は核と共鳴できます。その記憶はすべて核が実際に経験したものです。共鳴で似たような情景を見たことがあるから、つまり本当にあったことの可能性が高いです。
In other
という
words,
ことは、あなたが歴史に名を残す伝説、核の隣に並んだ親友です。
I don't reckon resonators can live
一
that
般
long.
人と比べて共鳴者は長命ですが、確かでも時間のことよりも他に気になることがあります。
If this is true, who was I all that time ago? So I'm not a reincarnation, I am the
自分を
hero.
見つけ出す必要がありそうです。北楽の原で名式の復活に伴い、内部の脅威も外部から迫る危機もだんだんと表面化してきました。何もかもが交流の歴史にあったあの危機と似ています。これこそが あなたがここ
You mean I showed up to protect Jinzo like the historical hero did?
突如空から舞い降りただあなたには自分自身もちろん今週の力になっていただけるのならそれに越したことはないのですがあなた今週の人々は世の民であり自分の民を守る役目を足り世が力を持っているというだけでなくあなたも己の身分が分かればおのずとどう行動すべきかについそして交流に尽力すべてが終わった後今週交流何かあればいつでも世に連絡してくださいただここでのことはあなたと世だけの秘密でお願いします
I'm sorry, but like, as much as I want to say that, like, I know I left Genshin, but I have to give Genshin credit that they had better presentation, and they actually had characters with personalities. With the aside from Scar and Chicha, I haven't exactly encountered a lot of personality in these characters. They're all so flat. Like in terms of like the character itself, the characters themselves feel so flat.
弁明ねえまあ物語の一つや二つ用意できなくもないがなあレイン様あいにくくだらない社交辞令なら
いいだろうその代わり正確に答えよ
Like even Fu Xuan when she made her appearance in Honkai Star Rail, and like Fu Xuan and Jin Shi are supposed to like have similar archetypes or like they fulfill similar roles, and yet Fu Xuan had better like she conveyed her character, and I like the gameplay of the game, but so far the biggest weakness of Wuthering Waves and what's making it hard for me to like it is the characters don't seem very appealing beyond aesthetic. And even then it's hard for me to like the aesthetic when like 70% of the characters are just space fantasy China aesthetic. Why did you kidnap Jue?
そして未来を修正できる際決められた偽りの未来を打ち砕き俺たちが享受すべき本当の
And then of course, just for the sake of exposition, they're now having Scar be very cooperative in sharing his group's motives.
名式は親戚それらを集わせ
And then it's this exact same sequence of camera work. See? It's the...
悲鳴は死と滅びそれらが乱れ混じり
Okay, this is a new angle.
新たな命と文明はそうすることでしか誕生し得ない何が知りたい決まってるだろうお前が欲しいからだ
Why does he look like a puppy with that smile now? Why me?
の目に身を置きながら自分の価値の片鱗すら理解していないとは鈍いああ心配しないでもいい何が知りたい
I'm done with him.
核の拘束名式の復活だが漂白者の勧誘は明らか
見事だ
一度はそちらの計画を破綻させた最後にこれだけ聞こう核の牽制漂白者にまさか
ああそのまさかだ今週にいるフラクトシレスの観察以上俺からの誠意あふれる回答だお前らに何を教えたって何も変わらないそうだ俺からも一つ質問させてくれ核の失踪は俺たちの仕業
何が言いたい
聞きたいかならおいで
いけません、レイン様。
Are they like sisters or something?
そんなあり
意外それとも驚愕
See, it's so
だがこれ
stiff.
はまだ序章に過ぎない。そう、これが各自らが下した予言、決められた運命だとしたら、未来を司る存在である祭司がお前らを見捨てた。俺たちはただ、やがてな、漂白者。俺と賭けをしないか？失った記憶を追うお前のこれからについて。
危ない。
お前は俺たちと肩を並べるべき黒ヤギだ。新世界へとたどり、その地を開拓する権利を持ち合わせている。なくした過去を完全に取り戻すとき、お前は俺たちの仲間になる。その未来に俺はかけよう。ブラクトシデスはいつでもお前の席を用意している。では漂白者、俺はその時を心
And he's saying this in slow motion? He said all of that in slow motion. I'm like, goodness.
ごめんなさい、漂白者。撹乱するための挑発か。核は今週の守護者たる再決断自体はレインが下すのですが、核の助言のない独断専行。核は未来を予知することができます。核は未来の軌道を修正するためにいなくなったのかも。何にせよ、それと各地から天へと注ぐ滝の雨の時、長き眠りから目覚めたものよ。北楽の原、紀元将軍は北楽の原で、それゆえにしかし核が力とあなたが自身に関する情報をブラックショアという組織を厳しい選定基準。
Ah, yes, another one in the Solaris 3 fight. Hello, Polyhymnia Musicos. It's been a while. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm finding it very hard to enjoy the story. Like, this game, I love the gameplay. I really like the gameplay. The combat, I love it. The movement is great. It's an improvement over Genshin. But I hate to say it. I really hate to say it, but Genshin had a better story and has better character, like, not character, like, okay, no. They have better characters, like, not in the sense of, like, design-wise, because visually the characters here look kind of pretty, but that's all they are. None of the characters here seem to have some sort of flavor. It's all flat and bland.
あなたが目覚めた日、ブラックショアのメンバー大丈夫です。彼らは敵ではありません。ブラックショアは確かに霧がかった部分があります。ブラックショアのメンバーの数名は今回の面会においても
It's all just been yapping, but none of them actually.
ブラックショアの証。全員一様に世に分かりかねるところはありますが、この度彼らが我々実を言うと。
I'm really trying to enjoy it. I'm really trying, but it just feels like there's so. Kuro Games needs to understand show don't tell. Something that Honkai and Genshin have is show don't tell. Fair enough. Yeah. This is the same complaints that 13 had. It is his main reservation and why he didn't pick up this game. And I can understand like why as well. The talking does sound like everyone's in a perpetual lecture. Oh, don't make me feel like I'm back in a college lecture, please.
フラクトシデスに厳重に監視されております。ブラックショアを味方につけることができれば、それに対抗する心強い助け
Like, this would be fine if we had actually had, like, if there was even just a bit more personality. Like, exposition is fine, but you need to have characters that are still interesting for it. If Kuro Games is... The thing about this is that for this game, Kuro Games is relying way too heavily on their gameplay, that they're letting their presentation and writing suffer. And I'm pretty sure they are trying to tell a story, but the presentation is just so underwhelming. Like, again, I really like the gameplay, I like the combat, it's more engaging than Genshin because it actually rewards you for dodging and parrying.
編定の事務を任せる。承知しました。では、漂白者様の護衛は？護衛はもう良い。今回は世も調理様もご状況に。中部大地で待ち伏せた際は、フラクトシデスの存在を漂白者に示したが、中部大地での一件、次にまたスカーのように厄介な手魚と漂白者を信じて。レイン様がいかなる指示を出そうと、私はその実現に尽力いたします。
Like that line there. If she's supposed to be like this sort of, she's acting as like the bodyguard for the magistrate, there should have been more oomph to that line. To the line. The line itself, the writing is fine. The delivery, like, they could have asked her to give more. Now, granted, and I really don't mean to insult any talents here, the Japanese dub is better than the English dub, but it just feels like they're not giving enough direction. Everyone just feels so... They're there purely to vomit exposition and nothing else. Oh, hello!
漂白者は印に託されたメッセージを全部解きました。なかなか回りくどいメッセージでした。些細な行為からその人の品格がわかる。
See? The talking is so flat. If they wanted the talking for this character to match her picture, there should have been more levels or variation to her tone.
どのみち彼が核の予言通りに動いてくれれば、いつかは会える。
Devil's Advocate, the reservations of the plot is simply because following both Genshin and Tall Order without comparing is at least passable. I don't know about passable. That's the thing. Like, it's hard for me to fully enjoy because it's such an info dump. Like, again, I'm going to say that there probably is an interesting story, but what's making it hard for me to enjoy is one, the way the characters are presented, two, the amount of info dump in the beginning, and three, the fact that we are in freaking space fantasy China number 412.
それは意外だね。でもその顔、あなたの想定内ってことかな？核との対談で感じた違和感、それと彼が残した。そう。最後に感じた核の居場所はどこ？上昇山です。今週と。核が最初に。核は世が必ず見つけます。
I'm skipping the dialogue a lot because it's pretty much I'm just gonna read and understand and then I'm gonna move on to the next line.
そういう時こそ上に立つ者の決断力が問われるのよ。重々承知しています。ただこれは今週のもしかしてスカーの言葉に動揺しちゃった？そんなことはないです。彼の言葉は世は核直々。おそらく予言が示すのは世が核と戦うということではなく、しかし世がやるべきことは、微塵たる小石もいつしか高値を揺さぶる巨岩となる。これは世一人で成し遂げることです。よろしい。 このゲームも中盤といったところか。ではそろそろ打ち手の交代だ。あなたにわらわも5番の上へ赴くとしよう。こたびの危機はどうであれ、果たして誰が打ち手で誰が碁石なのか。
Like there, that line could have had a bit more.
やるべきことをやりきるだけです。
They could have had her be a bit more exasperated, even if she's trying to give off this air of like nobility and refinement and like trying to remain level. The thing is, she's all by herself. Give her a little bit more vulnerability. Like she could have just like given even just a sigh would have convinced me more that she's kind of like carrying a burden of sorts. On the English, the whiplash between the perfect English accent and the correct Chinese seems to strike me like konyo. If anything, the fact that dialogue skipping is made easier that the Hoyos might be an admission that the writing is indeed an info dump. Yeah, they've Okay. Okay, so wait, hold on. Let's see. Pioneer Podcast. Complete weekly challenges. Trophy. To give credit, okay, so one thing I can say that's good about this is that at least Kuro is very generous with what they're, with how they are treating the players of the game. They've acknowledged a lot of. Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw a confidential. I'm like, what? Oh, please don't tell me there's some sort of like info breach. Like, don't tell me my information's in trouble. No, it's not. It's just. Okay. So there's apparently a overdash event. Let's see. This energy regen increased by 20%. Okay. So, okay. I think I want to end the stream here. I'm gonna take my time and play this game off stream. I might not stream the story anymore because really it just feels, I don't think I'm gonna fully enjoy streaming the story. It's not to the level of Honkai Star Rail that I want to stream every new patch because okay, so here, I'm gonna just switch the screen back to a just chatting screen so we can actually have a proper conversation like in a good setting. Put the hands away. Where's my OBS? There it is. Okay, so let's talk for a bit. I know that I'm pretty much at this point gonna be spending half of this entire stream talking, but I kind of just want to talk about this because this is something that I need to address with regards to this game. So let's start first with the fact that before picking up this game, I was really excited because it looked really fun. It had more like, how do I explain it, less chibi looking characters than Genshin. Like the characters looked a bit more properly shaped in my opinion, but that was just the aesthetic. And then the gameplay looked amazing. It was it looked more hack and slashy. There was a dodge mechanic and I like that. Again, the strengths of this game is really the gameplay and some level of character design. But what really annoys me, and I really don't like, I don't want to be unfair rather. I don't want to be unfair to Kuro games, and I would like it if I really don't want to be unfair to them. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be unfair to Kuro games. I want to give credit where credit is due. But my biggest problem right now with Wuthering Waves is it's really just the writing. The writing is a big problem because we had what was essentially a sort of nonchalant, you are tossed into this world kind of introduction, and then we have spent 3 chapters getting our ears yapped off by every single character we've come across. Chapter 1, Yang Yang tells us everything about the world in the first 30 minutes, and it is such an info dump. Chisha also has to talk for a bit, and it's Chapter 2, we talk to Scar. and Yang Yang, and they both talk a lot. Now we're in chapter 3, the Magistrate and Scar. I'm like, this is supposed to be the competitor to Genshin, because it is in the same genre. It's an open world exploration RPG with more actiony and hack and slash elements than Genshin. But look at it. Let's look at it this way. I was more willing to stick with the story of Genshin 1.0 because that was quite interesting. It went from like, oh, hi, traveler. Here, let's have an instance where you and your sister are fighting this monster, and then you both get thrown into the world. You are then awakened, and you have to interact with everything, and you bump into other characters to help you along the way. They have a lot of teasers where they show off a lot of the characters' personality. We had Amber, who is the typical Genki girl. Jean, who is this very serious and uptight leader of the Knights of Favonius because she needs to be. Lisa, the flirty mommy librarian. Kaya, the pirate-looking pretty boy of the Knights of Favonius. Diluc, the cool guy of the Knights of Favonius. And the thing is, they had, for whatever brief time you spend with them, they still showcase some level of personality that then makes you want to roll for these characters. So far, Wuthering Waves hasn't done that. And I haven't checked Kuro's others. Is this writing quirk something observable in their other works? Supposedly, yes. I've heard from A Crooks that even PGR suffers from over info dumpy or over exposition-y writing. Because Kuro seems to be the type of company that wants to lean heavily on their gameplay to engage their players. PGR was meant to be the competitor to Honkai Impact. This is meant to be the competitor to Honkai Star Rail. Genshin Impact. So, but again, like, as someone who has played the competitor in Hoyo games and now coming to this game, and I'm not even like the thing is, I'm comparing this. This is the only Kuro games work that I have played. Lynn has been trying to get me into Project Grey Raven. I couldn't really get into it. Or I wasn't completely interested enough to get into it because my attention has been solely focused on Honkai Star Rail, and prior to that was Blue Archive, Counterside, and Fate Grand Order. I play a lot of gacha games, or I've gone through a lot of gacha games. But again, comparing just this to every single Hoyo game that I have played, because if Kuro wants to compete with Hoyo, sadly, regardless of the genre or regardless of the gameplay, every single game that Hoyo has produced has better writing, and that is what will keep players invested. Like, gameplay is one thing, but if they have to sit through 3 hours of info dump to get there with flat characters, not bland. I don't want to say bland. I want to say flat. With flat characters, it's gonna be hard to keep people engaged because you want to tell a story and you want the story to work with the gameplay as well. But you have to do it in a way where people will actually be interested in the game. For all that Metal Gear Solid 4 did, despite having a almost 2-hour ending cutscene for their game post-credits, they at least kept it interesting with characters that had out-of-these-world personalities. Just the existence of Liquid Ocelot was already off the charts. Okay, sorry, let me answer some of these questions. Do you have news to how big they plan to make this game map-wise? So far, the map definitely looks as big, if not bigger, than Genshin 1.0. And I'm assuming that if they're gonna be continuing this to the same length of Genshin, then they're probably going to make it as big as Genshin right now, where it's going to be up to 4.4 4.3. I don't know what patch you guys are on, where it goes all the way to Fontaine and beyond. Yeah. Will future updates resolve these initial birthing pains? They have addressed that they want to make the game better in future updates. They are definitely first, they're addressing mostly the gameplay errors and bugs. And as for the story, right now the only thing they've done with the story is they've implemented a skip button. That's about it. Also, they've teased that you will be allowed to freely switch between a male and female rover. But yeah, I haven't heard much in terms of whether they're going to improve the writing or presentation. Log into WUWA to treat it as a virtual rage room just to spam on the mouse for catharsis. I get kinda, yeah. Like, at this point, that's pretty much what WUWA is. It's a hack and slash stress relief. That's pretty much what it's become right now. And I'm just like, look, Kuro, you have a decent idea. Your gameplay is very solid. And it's definitely, in my opinion, more engaging than Genshin's. And this isn't meant to shit on Genshin's gameplay, because it can be interesting. WUWA actually solved my issues with Genshin's gameplay. Better movement mechanics, especially when traversing the entire map. A dodge mechanic that actually feels rewarding when you time it right. Attacks that don't feel the same for every single character, and actual kits varying between characters that feel different per character. Like, Danjin is a berserker, and she is meant for you to spam her skill, which are her hardest hitting attacks, but you have to watch her HP. Janshi, or was it Janyin, sorry, I forgot what's her name again. Okay, that is a con I will discuss in a bit. But what's her name again? Janshin. Yeah, Janshin is a monk, a typical monk character, and she has long combos that hits AOE, not necessarily single target, but AOE that builds up a meter and lets her create a barrier for her allies and heal them. We have Sanhua, who is a zoner or a crowd control character. Well, not crowd control. She's just a lot of AOE. You have Chisha, a gunner, who is a Daka kind of character, the run and gun, and so on and so forth. You have unique gameplay mechanics per character that already makes them on a functional level better than the Genshin characters at 1.0. That's great. Now, if only you could make your characters actually interesting. Like, you want the characters to express personality, and this is why you want people, if you do that, then people will want to roll for these characters. It's why in Honkai Star Rail, there are even 4 stars that I want to roll for in Star Rail. Here, we don't get to see a lot of the characters that are on the banners, so we don't know how they act, and we don't know how, like, whether we want to roll for them or not. Prerequisite for WUWA Gaming, Mandarin 101. Okay, so let's move on to that point. Now, that's another problem. Kuro Games, if this was meant to be the competitor to Genshin, and you wanted this to be like, and you wanted to approach this on an international scale, I don't know if this is a lot to ask, but you could have maybe not give everyone similar sounding Chinese names. Or, I don't know. No, I can't say that because, like, it's their choice that they want the first location to be pretty much Space Fantasy China number 412. And so they have to have characters that are appropriate to the setting. Okay, fine. The risk you're taking there is that a lot of these characters have very similar sounding names. Again, Janshin can be easily confused with Jiyan because they both have the J sound and the JI sound. You have what are the other resonators in this game? The only characters that don't sound that have like very unique names, there's Verena, who very much looks very out of place in Jinzhou. Angkor, who again is not a Chinese name. You have the Trailblazer and Mortefi. That is like, if we're not counting the Trailblazer, you have like three characters where people will not, you know, get confused with the name. And I don't know. I'm biased because I'm just tired of of fantasy China settings, because it's in almost every game now, and I'm just like, I roll my eyes because it's the same thing almost every game. I don't mean to be disrespectful, okay? Like, if that's the aesthetic, fine. I went into this game kind of prepared for that, because it is a Chinese game after all. Kind of expected that. It was kind of, it's just that I have a bias of, I hope it gets better. The thing is, we make game based in Southeast Asia and Egypt. Look, the thing is, like, you have to know your audience, okay? And this is one of the strengths so far from what I've seen with Hoyo games. They are a China-based company, but they know that their audience is, and their intended gaming audience is international. Their demographic is players and gamers from different corners of the world. So you need to, so the what they have done to approach this is they've made characters that can be identified with unique names, but also names that can be easily pronounced and remembered. Looking at, let's not even go to Genshin. Honkai Impact 3rd. They're one of their oldest games. Who are the first few characters? What are the names of the first few characters? They're very memorable. Kiana, which sounds European. Raiden Mei, who is a staple of Honkai games and sounds like a combination of Chinese and Japanese, depending on how you want to read that. Bronya, again, very European sounding. Then you have other characters like Sila. It's a German name. Himeko, Japanese. You see, like, they made names that were very recognizable, not just with them being easily readable to an international audience, but also with the way they sound. They all sound different from one another. They didn't dump like 10 Chinese sounding characters down your throat from the get-go. Genshin Impact. Who were the first few characters you encountered? Amber, Diluc, Jean, Lisa, Kaya, Noelle, Shanhua. Even then, I remember I can even remember the Chinese character from Genshin. There's Zhongli, Ningguang. It's because their names are actually quite memorable. They had very memorable names. And then Honkai Star Rail. Who are the first few characters you encounter? Let's see. You start off playing as Kafka, who then bumps into Silverwolf, who then bumps into the Trailblazer, your character. From the Trailblazer's perspective, you then bump into Dan Heng, who is, you know, you can just short into Dan if you want to, but they just call him Dan Heng, his full name the whole time. March 7th, a very, very unique name, because it's a date and not an actual name. Himeko, Asta, Arlen, Welt. Listen to these names. Then we go to Bellabog. Who's the first person we meet? Sampo. His name is Sampo Koski. And then we run into Jeopard Landau, who then leads to meet Bronya. I forgot what Bronya's last name is. Fuck. Randall? Bronya Randall, was it? Rand, sorry. Bronya Rand. Then they bring us to meet Serval Landau, who is Gepard's sister. We go to the underworld. We meet Natasha. We meet Hook. Hook is what that name? It's like it stands out because it's an object. Conspiracy theory: Kuro maybe wants to focus on the China market instead of like okay, no, but if they want to focus on the China market first, here's the thing: like they wanted to push this to be an international game, okay? Because they've had an international marketing team for a long time, ever since the game was first teased. Now, the game is what it is now, okay? They chose this direction, and these are my gripes with it in its current state. And it's what's making it, and I'm pointing out these comparisons because from the perspective of a non-native Chinese speaker, and I don't speak Chinese. So for one, I'm not from China. That's two. So I'm speaking from that perspective. For a game that has been marketed internationally for more than a year, they have teased this game on so many platforms. They've teased it on YouTube. They've teased it on Twitter. They've released trailers for at least a year. So with them trying to push this to international markets, that's why I kind of have these gripes. Now again, nothing I can do about it. It's already, that's their direction. They chose to go this way, and we're sticking with it. Like I said, I will keep playing as much as I can off stream. I don't know if I will stream this anymore unless the game gets more interesting. But right now, with all the info dump, it's not exactly going in a good direction. I don't want to be mean to you, Kuro Games. I really don't. I'm providing my critique because I feel like these were either oversights or these were things that you were aware of and still went with your own direction. In which case, that can be commendable. But I want to let you know that sometimes, for people like me, it would miss the mark. I like the gameplay. You did an amazing job with the gameplay, and the characters do look kind of pretty. But okay, so let me circle back. Let's take your point, Polly, about the whole focusing on the China market thing. Let's say that they intended these characters to appeal to that first because that's their home turf. Granted, that doesn't excuse the flatness of the characters. So far, in all the time I've been playing this game, ignoring the names and the location, the biggest problem and the biggest weakness of the game has really been the writing, because we've had info dump after info dump after info dump, and the characters are flat. With the exception of Chisha, whose only personality seems to be Genki girl that's like a dog, and in the sense that she's a patrol, she's part of the patrol, so it's like she's like a patrol dog that's like very hyper. I don't know where I'm going with the analogy, but you can kind of imagine that. With the exception of Chisha, there's not really a lot going for the characters. Even the rover feels very empty, and that's saying something for a blank slate protagonist, a self-insert protagonist. That's saying something, because you're not given, like, so far all of my dialogue options have always been just to for the sake of exposition. There's no flavor to them. You want to compare, like, if we're gonna compare template protagonists that a player can self-insert into, let's look at the Persona games. They are blank templates, and yet they themselves have their level of shenanigans with the way that you are presented choices. You are allowed to either be very serious or completely cuckoo with your dialogue. Same goes for Honkai Star Rail, and even in Genshin Impact. When you're talking with the characters, you have the option to give the most serious and well-meaning answer or be a shit poster. And characters survive because most of them are already clinically depressed due to post-apocalypse. I can't agree with that. Because, like, writing post-apocalyptic characters has been done. And they've still found ways to insert personality. Look at Fallout. Fallout, I've never played Fallout, but they have, like, they still manage to have colorful characters in a post-apocalyptic setting. Look at Left 4 Dead. You have 4 characters that constitute majority of the dialogue for the entire game, and yet they've still managed to give each of them personality for you to enjoy the game. Resident Evil. Resident Evil, the campiest of the post-apocalyptic games, I think. Shaping bond of the barrel for Kuro's defense. And I like the points you're presenting, Polly. Like, the points you're presenting are good for going back and forth and trying to discuss these things in a healthy environment. Like, these are points that we need to bring up in order for companies to get better, in order to understand what are their strengths and weaknesses with what they pump out, so that we can stop getting, you know, AAA games that lack soul. I'm again, like, I'm going in circles here. I've already said my piece. Will I? You're gonna take him or no? Time out. Sorry, Dad Bar came in to say hello to the... Okay, look, again, here's the thing. So, let me summarize everything I'm saying about this game. Am I going to keep playing Wuthering Waves? Yes. Because I want to give it a fair shot. I want to at least play until the end of 1.0 before I drop the game or decide to continue it. I want to see where the actual direction goes beyond the info dumps. Am I going to stream it again? For now, I'm gonna say no. I want to take my time and my own pace with this, but I don't think at this point it's interesting enough for me to stream. It feels like this is something I want to be able to enjoy on my own first, and then maybe if I decide to keep playing in 1.1, maybe I'll stream it again. By the way, does anyone know the writer for Kuro? I don't think so. I don't know who the writer is. Let's see. Wuthering Waves writer. People are saying well, I didn't find anything about the writer, but people are saying like, people are saying that it gets better in Act 6. We've gone through like 3 acts so far. I have 3 more acts to go. Look, Kuro Games, I'll be real with you. Again, it's my last, this will be the last thing I say before I close up stream. You did a good job with the gameplay. And I know you're taking feedback from people. I don't know if you'll ever find the stream, but I want to express that I'm not trying to put you down. I'm not trying to just shit on this game for the sake of shitting on it. I like the gameplay and I want to see it get better. I'm trying to provide my critique and feedback in a way where you understand why I feel the way I do. And I really don't mean any disrespect to you or your staff. but this is how I feel about the game so far. And I'm not doing it for the sake of tearing you down. I'm doing it just to give you guys feedback to work off of, and hopefully this game gets better. Now again, I don't know if you guys will ever see this VOD, but we'll see. Anyways, I think that's enough for tonight. Like, I'm gonna take my time with this game and try to just have whatever fun I can with it and see where it goes. Hopefully it doesn't become one of these games where all of your enemies are just damage sponges. Because that was one of my problems with Genshin. I feel like I hit like a wet noodle. At a certain level anyway. Anywho, thanks guys. I am so sorry that like more than half this stream probably was just me ranting. I ranted quite a bit. I will admit that. I have ranted quite a bit. So, but yeah, I hope that we still enjoyed it somewhat, and I hope that this can also be a way to I want to encourage that we can have discussions about games and experiences and everything else on this channel. Healthy discussions, okay? Don't come at me with pitchforks just for having a different opinion from you. I want healthy discussions. I want this to open up to open the doors for healthy discussions about these things and proper critique. And I hope that despite of everything, you guys will still enjoy whatever content I decide to do. For now though, it's time to end. I've said my piece and everything. Thank you guys so much for coming. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday when we go back to Final Fantasy XIV so I can do some Dawn Trail prep. I'm going to tie myself to the chair on Wednesday so I can actually sit down and do dailies and stuff. We're done with the story. All that's left is grind, okay? I will try to, at the very least, get one class to level 90. That's it. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Casbar's now closed and drinks will be waiting for you guys when you come back. I'll see you all on Wednesday for Final Fantasy XIV. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.